Hello, my fellow humans. Sorry, I got some massive HIPAA violations in my eye. Today, we're going to dive into a topic that's crucial to everyone in the digital age and that really hits home with some of our clients that I've worked with. We have to really drive home the point that sending personal identifiable information, or PII, through email is like leaving your front door wide open and hoping for the best. Crazy, right? The email security myth. Now, I know what you're thinking, but wait, aren't our internal emails safe? We've got firewalls and encryption. Well, my friends, it's not that simple. The reality is way more complex than we like to believe. Let me share a real life example that's going to blow your mind. I recently had a client who was so convinced that their internal emails were Fort Knox level secure. They practically declared war on any and everyone who suggested otherwise. Almost tore my head off. They went as far as telling the entire company that anything could be sent through email safely because it was going through their network and firewall. Talk about a recipe for explosive disaster. The hard truth. Here's the thing. This client couldn't have been further from the truth. These old misconceptions about how breaches and email security really work are not just outdated, they're downright dangerous. Let's get real for a second. Your internal firewall, this is not some magical force field that makes every email bulletproof. Cyber threats are like those shape-shifting aliens in sci-fi movies. They're always evolving, always looking for a way in. And here's the scary part. All it takes is one tiny little slip up. Maybe you misaddressed an email or fall for a clever phishing attempt. Boom! Suddenly you're facing a massive data breach and your organization is staring down the barrel of a non-compliance and fines that make your head spin. So what can we do? All right, don't panic. I got some best practices that help you stay compliant and keep that sensitive information locked down tight. Number one, we must limit our PII sharing. Only share when it's absolutely necessary. Ask yourself, is there a safer way to get this information across? 2, use secure platforms. Ditch the email for sensitive stuff. Look into secure file sharing platforms with end-to-end encryption and solid controls, or using a password to encrypt the email when you send it. Educate your team. Knowledge is power. People, regular training on data protection and compliance can turn your team into a fortress against threats. 4, implement policies. Get those clear policies in place for handling PII. Make sure everyone knows the drill when it comes to sharing sensitive information. And also remember, we are humans. Make sure those policies can be enforced without just relying on the human interaction. 5, regular audits. Keep yourself in check with regular audits. It's like a health checkup for your data protection practices. Listen up, folks. It's time we had a serious talk about how we handle sensitive information. We need to start having real deep conversations about these things because let's face it, as a society, as businesses, and as humans, we're not doing enough. We can't afford to cling to outdated beliefs about email security. Good gracious. That client I mentioned, their overconfidence could have led to a catastrophic breach. Don't let that happen to you or your company. So let's change that. Starting today, share this video, start the conversations, and let's make the digital world a safer place for us and our businesses, one secure file transfer at a time. Remember, your data is your responsibility. Stay safe out there and catch you in the next video.